up with a slow motion crew.
And welcome back to another episode. As you can hear, I am full of life and energy. I just logged into this beautiful site. Man, I love this island. So, as you can see, we were off for a little while, but that's because I went on a little trip and I wanted to talk about it as we tour through the world a little bit. Especially for the new viewers we have picked up along the way. Welcome to the channel. This is one of our little islands that I absolutely adore. Just get rid of that pest. There we go. So I went spearfishing for the first time. And it was a bit of a terrifying experience because I had one wetsuit on. Yeah, you're still looking. I had one wetsuit on and it was extremely buoyant. So I was just floating around like a rubber ducky. I couldn't use the flippers because of it, because I couldn't even get my legs underwater. I couldn't drown even if I tried. Oh, the giant gumball machine. We love you. And yeah, that was one of the most interesting feelings ever. And then I got another wetsuit that actually had short sleeves, and it was like shorts around your legs, but it's still a one piece. And I got significantly colder with it. It was thinner as well. That was one hell of an experience. Oh. And also, let's get to the boat part, okay? So the boat reeks of fish, okay? Fish is the name of the game. And I don't know a thing about fish. And I was pretty surprised to see how slimy a fish really is, the big ones. Because I nearly had a heart attack because something touched me underwater, and as I looked down, there is a carp. Okay, that's what they call it, a carp. And he just like brushes up against me, and that's a slimy fish. And those scales are sharp. Don't ever think you can rub a fish from tail to head. Nah, you'll cut your hands. You can. They're meant to go forward. That's it. Oh, look at this. You've been growing. And yeah. So I learned how to snorkel, and then with the snorkeling, I had to learn how to reload a spear gun, which was extremely difficult. It's like using a compound bow or a recurve bow, except when you load it, it's loaded, and then the trigger is very sensitive. So if you accidentally bump it or touch it, it could go off, and the most uncomfortable thing I hear before using it is, be careful, this can go right through you. It's safe to say I was nervous. I was pretty nervous. And I had full right to be. I mean, the host who taught me how to do this, his spear gun just went off underwater for no reason. And that scared me so much. Like, I was aware that we should swim in two different directions. He was like, oh yeah, you can swim in another direction. And I was fine with it. Trust me, I was very much fine with that. And yes, so I did. The first few times I saw a fish, I missed. We are hunting an illegal species in this country, so if you do catch a carp, you have to take it out and eat it, or kill it, or just dispose of it. And I saw a big fish. So underwater, there's like a lot of there's a lot of greenery. And the issue with that is that you don't see that fish till he's in your face. And these fishes are not small, like they are huge. So besides that, I managed to get my first fish, lucky, after so many times of missing and not splashing about and creating a ruckus. I get my first fish and I was very happy about it. And the host would just go and get 12 at a time, an hour. And so he sells the fish. That's like his business. And here I am. After 2 days, I got one fish. And I was happy with that fish. I was proud of that fish. And I believe it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday I got my second fish. So whatever the date is on the release date of this video, better release it today. It was Monday. No, it was Tuesday. It was the Tuesday this week. Yeah, then I got that fish and it was huge. And that fish nearly killed me because as the spear went in and it didn't kill the fish, and then the fish thought it would be fun to go swim through like fishing line from rods that is just like left there. And so the fish swam through it, I swam through it, everything just, oh, that was terrifying because you're snorkeling. You don't have some sort of oxygen tank on you. So you have to take a deep breath and have to follow the fish. And then I had to wrestle that fish all the way to the side of whatever body of water I was in. And when I did, I had to tie the fish to myself to swim back to the boat. We usually have something called a stringer, which is how the fish, you can carry a lot of fish using a stringer. You take it off the spear and you put it on the stringer, which is a floaty with hooks. I didn't have one, so if I did get a fish, I had to go straight to the boat. And loading this fish out of water while I'm in water into a boat took way too much effort. Like I was exhausted. And then we got that fish in there. Took a lot out of me. And then we called it a day. And a few things I did notice about snorkeling. Side rant. You will drink the water you're in. Okay, you don't mean to. But sometimes a bit of water will sneak into the pipe, and when you inhale that water. And that was not a nice experience, so I end up throwing up inside of my snorkel. Yep, I threw up inside of my snorkel. And I thought it was disgusting, so I just sat in the boat for a few minutes being like, I hate my life, but I loved the snorkeling. Like, I really enjoyed it. Having to see fish in their element, doing their thing. It is terrifying to see how fish have to adapt to live in those circumstances. The water was ice cold. Oh, man, that was terrifying. Now, fish are tough. Fish are very tough and very resilient. If you give him the chance, he will try and continue living even though he's speared. And those things are difficult. Okay, still got all my stuff. Well, yeah, look at that. So yeah, that's side rant. The other thing is sunburn. My tan line is aggressive. I have tan lines for days, and I look like one of those typical farm boys now. Not my ideal look, but it's a look. But yeah, this is just a welcome back episode. I am happy to be back. Let's see. Oof, I missed you so much, bedroom. I missed you. I've met so many people along this short little journey, and they show a lot of love and support towards the channels, even though they're baby channels. But yeah, everything is going well. Do you hear bubbles? Oh, no, it's you guys. It's you guys. Hi. Ha! But yeah. So I'm excited to release more episodes, entertain more people, and I'm actually going to go for my driving test soon. I got to go take a few lessons because I did get my learner's license the day we left for our trip. That was just absolutely awesome. I loved it. Scared me a little because if I failed it, I would have failed it for the second time, and that wasn't good for my well-being. But yes, welcome back. It is time for Reactionary to get back up and running and to go kick some butt. Thank you for coming by this episode, and I know we didn't do anything, but we have got plans, and if you do have plans, please send them. if you know how Minecraft plans work. For the non-Minecrafty people, just make it realistic, please. But yes, thank you for coming by, and we will see you next time for another episode of Reactionary.